bad to everybody. Somebody gonna call my phone while I was in my got a phone call while I was in the midst of my live, and like I was saying, uh, we as supporters, man, we have to do better at holding people accountable and not just allowing people to come out and say things that could be harmful to what we're trying to achieve with bringing light to the injustice of Mr. Kelly. And what I was saying to Lil Mac about the Levi didn't attack Choke. Choke, Levi didn't attack Choke. Choke attacked Levi. What's up, Miss Daisy? All right, Courtney Love, what's up? When Choke first came on and he was trying to, what was going on in the R. Kelly sector over here, he was very, very foul. Even when, like I say, he did great interviews in the beginning when he allowed people to come up on the panel and speak about certain things that they have seen, they have saw. And one thing he should have understood is when people was coming on that panel talking about certain things, Choke should have understood that people have been around and know, and they're talking about shit that they know. They wasn't on that panel talking about something that they didn't know. They wasn't on there guessing. They was on there talking about shit that they knew that they can go back and prove. He should have took heed to that. But instead, all of those people that came up on that panel in the beginning were all attacked eventually by him. But then people will turn around and make it seem like people is attacking him when he's the one that is going out attacking everyone else. Whatever people told him when they did their introduction to each other, he used whatever those people said to him to go and ask the next person. Like he went and asked somebody, if one blogger introduced themselves to him and told him this, that, and the third, when he introduced himself to another blogger, he asked the next blogger about the last blogger that he interviewed. What you think about this person? That's messy shit. That's messy shit. You going from one blogger to the next blogger, asking this blogger about this blogger, asking this person about that person. That's messy. And then when shit turn on you, you use all the shit that's negative that someone has said about another person. People are attacking his character because you came into this fight as if you wanted to understand what was going on. But in the midst of you trying to understand what was going on, you chose to do things the way that you wanted to do, and you turned on all of the people that came and tried to inform you and enlighten you on what was going on. Like, I'm still trying to understand what I've been trying to understand for the longest is, like, what's the relevance of trying to, if people put the same type of effort and work into trying to prove who the fuck Don Russell was, as they put in trying to prove if Levi's R. Kelly cousin, Don Russell wouldn't have been able to do half of the damage he did. But they so worried about if Levi his cousin, they allowing Don to damn near kill a man. I mean, they allowing Dunn to bury this man underneath the fucking jail to where he can never get out. But they so worried about is Levi his cousin. What the fuck did that matter? Now I can see if Levi was saying that he was Kel's cousin and then he was out here doing shit and saying shit that could get Kel locked up under the jail for the rest of his life, then it would be very, very, very important to try to figure that out. But in the same sense, people so worried about Levi's relationship with Kel, and they allowing this motherfucker Dunn to come out and try to make it seem like he was a personal assistant, he was a road manager, he did everything for Kel. He was a self-appointed everything. And come to find out, he didn't have no fucking position with Kel. And that's what he did. He slipped through the crack. He slipped through the crack. And Levi had already told this man before he brought Bruce on his platform. Levi had already told this man he showed and asked Bruce about Levi. Guarantee that Bruce from dad. So me and my brother should know majority of our family on our mother's side because we have the same mother. But if my brother have a different dad than I have, can't some random person come and ask me, is this person your brother cousin on his dad's side? I don't know. I don't know who my brother relatives is on his dad's side. Nothing but the ones I've seen them with. I can't speak to the degree of who's related to him. Vice versa, if somebody came and asked my brother, hey, is this your brother cousin? My brother can't answer that. My brother only know the cousins that he may have saw me with. Or he probably know people who may be related to my family on my dad's side. But my brother can't answer that question truthfully if me and him doesn't have the same mom and dad. So to me, the Levi situation, that's what, if Levi's claiming that, that's Levi's obligation to prove that to whoever he choose to prove it to. He don't have to prove it to me. That doesn't matter to me. But I feel like if people would have put that same type of attention towards who the hell is Dunn, who the hell is Cash, who the hell is Michael Williams, who the hell is this other dude that was with them, then this shit would have been exposed. These people wouldn't have been able to get away with what they got away with. Right. See, what happened, Miss Shirley, last night, Choke tried to throw a cross in the game last night when he tried to put those messages up of Levi and him corresponding. But Dana did something last night that they didn't expect. They was expecting Dana to come on there, go out to Levi. Dana say, Levi, Kels ain't your cousin. You Kels don't know it. They wanted Dana. They tried to use Dana to try to expose Levi. But Dana turned that shit around and said, I'm not saying nothing because I know what y'all trying to do. I see what y'all trying to do. And it's the followers who support shit like that. Because if you a real supporter, you're not finna be out here for people like Dana going against Levi, or Levi going against Sharon, or Sharon going against Hollywood. Because guess what? Those people I just named are people that are out here doing positive things, trying to help Kels. Those people are trying to help. Those people are putting out positive messages. So if you are a real supporter, when you see people like that when you see people trying to turn people like that against each other, then that should make you question what the fuck is their motive. What was Choke's motive last night? What was his motive? Choke's motive last night was to turn Dana and Levi against each other, but the shit didn't work. Now he's scrambling. He finna have to scramble to try to figure out to do something different because that play last night didn't work. So, mark my word, it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something else. People talk about the confusion. The confusion is not with supporters, because if you go into these positive groups, when you go to these positive groups that talk about Kels, you go on these positive channels that talk about Kels, you don't see none of that arguing in there. You don't see people in there talking about other platforms. You don't see people in there going back and forth with each other. But what you will see is people in there agreeing that some of the shit that we're seeing throughout YouTube is fucked up. You will see that. You will see that. If you don't want the confusion, you gotta call out the bullshit. And the bullshit is within the followers. Understand what I'm saying? The bullshit is within the followers. Because the supporters understand. The supporters know. The supporters see. The supporters been around. Ain't no supporters finna be agreeing with this man reading the letter asking for Kale's kids to come to his channel, for him to read the letter talking about I ate they kitty, or I slept with moms and daughters. Y'all really think, if y'all support Kales and y'all think Kales is that sick to want his kids to come listen to a letter being read about him doing sexual acts with other women, make it make sense. Exactly, Miss Dates. On Positive Channel, the supporters in the chat are on one accord. We see the BS. Exactly. When you go to Positive Channels, you have people in there dialoguing with each other, people throwing shit out, UPC, other people in the channel agreeing, yes, I see this too. I see that too. If another person, that's just like today, I was over on Hollywood Channel, and a person in the comment was saying, well, Bruce said that that Don showed him where somebody was stealing money from Kel. I said, that could be possibly true. Don probably did run some shit by Bruce, but Bruce had just got out of jail. By the time Bruce got to the fight, shit had already took place. But like I told that person, if you go back and listen to the Gayle King interview, Kels would tell you when he found out people was taking his money. When he went to the bank for the first time is when he found out people was taking his money. That's when he hired a private person to come in and investigate to see where his money was going. It wasn't Don that showed him shit. Why would Don, how could Don show him something when his fucking mama was stealing too? Make that make sense. And the lady was like, the lady was like, wow, I said, yeah. I say, but if you've been around this fight and you're a supporter in this fight, all you have to do is go down memory lane, and a lot of your questions will be answered. Once you go down memory lane, a lot of your questions will be answered. Bruce really didn't know what was going on. Bruce was green as fuck. But Don Russell he tried to buy Bruce silence. But Bruce said, hold on. You got my brother's shit. This ain't right. And my brother ain't even agreeing with you having his shit. Bruce told him then, I can't be bought. Choke motive says legacy of credibility is self-serving. It's not about facts, honest, decent, justice, or right or wrong. It's about the... Oh, y'all move up a little bit. Yeah, man, Choke. She in there sleep like I was the other day. Yeah, Choke, man. This dude, what he did and what he's doing is for his own benefit. Like I say, when he first came into this fight, I felt like he was foul. He was allowing people to come on the platform, ask Angelo questions, Angelo whatever. But once he said, he said people couldn't come on this platform without showing their faces. He said all this. But look at all the people who are out here. Who are the only people? I'm going to put this out here because I ain't heard nobody say this. The only people that was attacked on Choke platform was Dana J, Sharon, Hollywood Nicks, Levi. Listen to what I just said. The only support groups on Choke channel that was attacked was Dana J, Levi, Hollywood Nicks, Sharon, and I think they tried it with Prima Donna. Now, out of those 5 channels that I just named, where do the most important information about Kels come out on? Those 5 channels. Them 5 channels are some of the biggest channels in support of Kels. Those 5 channels. Why was it only Dana, Levi, Sharon, Hollywood Next, and Prima Donna? The only 5 channels that got attacked over on that platform that are supporting Kels. And we know it's other platforms that are out here that claim to support Kels. Why wasn't them platforms attacked? Why wasn't nothing said about them platforms? Why wasn't nothing questioned about them platforms? Exactly, Tor, I know. I saw it, I know. Put your seatbelt on so that thing don't be beeping. And they speak against Don Russell. Exactly, Miss Shirley. It's proof. That's all I'm telling people. If you are a real supporter, all you have to do is think for yourself. I say this all the time. I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna say a little bit. But all I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna plant the seed out there for y'all. But y'all can go see for y'allself. Y'all can see for y'allself. Y'all can see for y'allself. Why was only them platform attacked on here? Why didn't he attack none of them other platforms that claim they support Kels? Why was none of them platforms questioned? Why was none of them platforms in question as far as why they doing it or who they in it for? But you gonna attack Hollywood, you gonna attack Sharon, you gonna attack Danny, you gonna attack Levi, you gonna attack Prima Donna? This dude, man, he doing more than smoking dope. So, like I said, man, as supporters, man, we have to be the ones that step up and call this shit out when we see it. Like the guy Lil Mac, I don't know what happened to him, but he came on and saying all the confusion gotta stop. If you want all the confusion to stop, call it out when you see it. If you want the confusion out, stop letting people lie to you. If you want the confusion to stop allowing people to lie on Kels. If you want the confusion to stop, be the person to step up in the gap and call the shit out when you see it. Because that's what I do. I'm going to call it out when I see it. I'm going to call it out when I see it. If a lot of them followers over there would question the people that they follow, then the support system will be way stronger. But a lot of those people that follow, they don't have the ability to think for their damn self. So they need somebody to tell them what to do, where to go, and how to look. When you're a supporter, you understand how to listen at what a person say. When you're a supporter, you understand to listen at what a person say. You understand to look at how a person is moving. You understand to question a person's motive. When you are a supporter, you're not going to allow somebody to just tell you, you're not going to allow somebody to piss on your head and tell you it's raining. You're going to question everything. And if a motherfucker can't prove what they saying, or they can't back up what they saying, then guess what? That's a thought that should be held. Kelly Richardson said Big Vibe, because those channels are doing the best work for Robert S. Kelly. Choke loyalty is to wrong people. Exactly. People see this. And that's why I say, that's why I'm on here. I'm on here speaking for the supporters. I speak for us on behalf of the supporters. And what we're not going to do. We're not going to allow a motherfucker to piss on our head and tell us it's raining. If you say something, Choke, prove it. If anybody says something against anything that we feel like is not from Kels or not something Kels would do, y'all need to prove that he gave y'all permission. Y'all need to prove that he asked y'all to do this. Y'all need to prove that these is his words. Because the shit, if you've been around this shit, it doesn't make sense. LC said, I realized that something was wrong with him. As those cash apps increased, and definitely when Jay-Z hired him to do a job for him, I'm from real women style. I can't be fooled. Right. What's up, love yourself? And then ask yourself this. If people you want to help, Kel, and Choke, you have such a connection, why ain't you putting your boy under the hot seat that owed this man $75 million? Don Russell, if you out here doing so much to help Kel, why you ain't out here trying to recover that $75 million? Don, if you represent Kels, you speak up for him. Why you ain't out here trying to help Kels get his money? Choke, why you ain't trying to get in touch with your boy about paying Kels his money? But they understand, long as Kels locked up, he can't inquire about his money, right? So what will be the motive to keep him locked up? But guess what? That shit ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Everything they've done, everything they've done is gonna come against them. Everything that they've done is gonna turn against them. What they did for bad is gonna turn for good for Kel. And then they gonna reverse seats. Let's see if Don Russell, when he get his ass locked up, is he gonna remain silent? Cause he already an informant. He already a rat. But none of them followers over there question his motive or why he doing any of the shit that he doing. But they want to question, oh, Levi and his cousin. What the fuck they got to do with anything? To me. I even asked Levi the other night when I was on his channel. I say, Levi, I'm trying to understand the relevance of your relationship with Kels. What is so important about your relationship with Kels? Why aren't they questioning all these other people who saying they have a relationship with him? Why ain't them relationships in question? Yeah. Thank you, Miss Kelly Richard. Yeah. You'll see it, man. Yeah, but this dude Choke, man. It ain't really about him because he was brung in by Don. Don, like I keep on telling people, Don is more important to Kels being locked up than that fucking docu-series or any of that shit. A lot of shit that Don did, a lot of shit that Don said is all like, it all reverts back to these indictments. Even like Hollywood, shout out to her. She was playing, she played a recording today. In the recording, like I told y'all about a week ago, when that letter shit came out, in their recording, you hear who said this shit. I told y'all where the narrative come from of Kel's supposed to be sleeping with the mom and the daughters. You know what I'm saying? This is Don Russell shit. But then how could he say how could he say Kel's is sleeping with moms and daughters when you say you didn't come around until you didn't come back around until you heard the I Admit song? That song was released in July of 2018. So how the fuck how can you say that you know what was going on? How do you know what was going on? You weren't even there. But at the same time, he came out, and this is how he got followers, right? He come out and say, I'm Rob's manager. So I told y'all now, listen, when Dana came out and said he was a mentee, they flocked to Dana. When Levi came out and said he was a cousin, they flocked to Levi. When Don Russell when Sharon came out and said she was a nutritionist, they went to Sharon. When Don came out and said he was a manager, they went to Don. This is what followers do. They don't even allow, just a second, y'all. Did you open the room, though? Throw it. All right, I'm back. Dropping my son off. But that's what followers do. They go from one person to the next person. Whoever they feel like is the closest, they go from that person to that person, and then they don't even allow, and then they allow a person just because they say, oh, I know R. Kelly, or I'm close to R. Kelly, they allow them people to sit up and lie to them and don't question shit that they say. They allow them people to lie to them and don't question nothing that they say. But like I tell people think that, like, people over here support Dana J, but guess what? If Dana say shit that we may question, we ask questions. But at the same time, we are professional about what we do. We don't have to come on YouTube live and call a person out because they said something that we may didn't agree with, or we may not have known, or this, that, and the third. It's called about being an adult about the shit. You don't have to call a person because the person says something that you don't agree with. You don't have to come out in the public and try to make a scene or embarrass them, try to prove them wrong because they said something that you don't agree with that may not have been true. You can also get in contact with these people, see what happened with Levi and Choke. See, Levi called Choke out on his bullshit. And what Choke respond was, he didn't try to defend or clean up what he had done, but what he tried to do, he tried to throw somebody else in his shit. He tried to take the fire off him and put it on Dana. He tried to put Dana on Levi instead of standing up and owning up to his bullshit. See, that's the type of nigga that I don't want to have no motherfucking dealings with. Cause nigga, if we get caught doing something, nigga, you gonna tell on me. You gonna throw me under the bus. When Levi made his lie the other night, Levi talked directly to Choke. He didn't put nobody else in it. He didn't bring up another person's name. He didn't say nothing else. He just brung up Choke. But what Choke respond was, Choke do it live and he bring Dana J in. Nigga, come on, man. We men. We men, bro. We grown ass men out here. What nigga do shit like that? If a nigga call my hands, I ain't calling my brother to come fight for me. Nigga, you call my hands, I'm gonna come see you my damn self. Miss Daisy, well, we know Choke old snitch on somebody. Hell yeah, he will. That's proven. That's factual. That's factual right there. That's factual. See, they just can't seem to keep Dana's name out their mouth. Yeah, but see what Choke thought was gonna happen last night when he called himself displaying those messages. He expected Dana to come out and attack Levi. And that's only because they have studied Dana and they thought they knew what could make Dana respond. See, what they do is they sit around and try to study a person movement. See, Dana at one point used to be the hothead that would react to everything that came out. If Dana reacted to, if somebody said something reference to Dana, Dana will come out and react to it. But see, what Dana did last night was unexpected for them. See, they thought Dana was finna come on there and address Levi and try to out Levi. But when he came on, guess what he did? He said, oh, I ain't finna say nothing about that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't my fight. Nigga, you need to man up and own up to what the fuck you did and what the fuck you said. Cause what you did was you sat around and you had a conversation with Levi, and Levi told you that he don't know Bruce. But he told you R. Kelly was his cousin, but he told you he don't know Bruce. He don't have a personal relationship with Bruce. And you go right on the fucking live during the interview and ask Bruce about Levi, when Levi already told you that they don't even have a relationship, that they're not even related. Nigga, that's some hoe ass shit. And then people talking about Levi attacked him. Man, that ain't the most feminine ass shit, nigga. We grown ass men. You need to tell your fucking people that didn't nobody attack you. You the one to attack somebody. Stop letting your fucking followers coming over here try to get on other people's cases behind your ass when you out here throwing bricks and hiding your fucking hand. Mr. Warner, I see you on here. I hope ain't nobody knocking at that door again. The cable man came over yesterday. You never came back to the phone. Mr. Warner, you never came back to the phone yesterday when the cable man came over there to fix your router. I'm just playing. But I'm telling y'all something. If people out there, I know people might be in the bushes, they don't want to come in or whatever, man, hit the like button. But if the people in the bushes, anybody, all I'm going to tell y'all is just look at the 5 platforms that was attacked on Choke Channel. Prima Donna, Levi, Dana J, Hollywood, Sharon Wimbush. Only those 5 channels was attacked. I'm going to challenge y'all to, if y'all know, all right, name other, I ain't going to even ask y'all to put it in the chat because we're not going to even do that. But we know, if you've been around, you know, like I know around, that there's other platforms out here that advocate for chaos. Why wasn't none of them platforms attacked? Oh my God, y'all, look at this shit. What in the drugs? Look at this shit, man. What in the drugs is going on with this motherfucker? Look. This motherfucker right here. Boy, that motherfucker ain't fruity. What the fuck? Boy, the shit you see at the stoplight. This motherfucker prancing around like a real reindeer. Oh my God. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, but like I was saying though, why wasn't any of these other platforms mentioned? Why wasn't any of these other platforms even questioned? Why? Why wasn't the truthfulness of Dunn relationship questioned? Why was Dana relationship questioned? Why was Levi relationship questioned? Why was Sharon relationship questioned? But nobody ever questioned Dunn. Just make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, excuse me. Like I say to the supporters, we see the bullshit. And all I ask of y'all, when y'all see the bullshit, call it out. Y'all, just like myself, we know enough information to call a person out on their bullshit and prove them wrong. We know enough information to call a person out on their bullshit and prove them wrong. We know that. We know for ourselves. We know for ourselves. Enough information to call people out on their bullshit when we hear something that's not truthful or that's damaging or hurtful to what's going on, or trying to vindicate or change the narrative of what's going on with Kels. We as real supporters who've been around for 2 to 3 years, we know the truth when it comes to a lot of shit. So if y'all hear it, call that shit out. And if a person try to challenge y'all, show their ass, embarrass their ass, tell them, look, I know. Don't let a motherfucker tell you what you don't know. Because y'all know, just like all of us know. All of us know what we've heard. All of us know what we've seen. All of us know this shit for a fact. And if we hear it, just like myself, when I hear it, I call that shit out. I call it out. I call it out. And at this point, I know for a fact Don Russell was more important to Kels being locked up with no bond than fucking Lifetime docuseries. This dude was indicted in the summer of 2018, way before Kels got locked up. This motherfucker was an informant the whole time. When he got indicted and picked up, they asked him. I ain't gonna say they asked him. He probably volunteered his services. They probably didn't even ask him, could he do something for them? He probably volunteered his services to them. But the dude is not for Kels, man. Choke is not for Kels. I'm not gonna speak on any other blogger sites besides the bloggers that I associate myself with when it comes to this Kels case. And that goes from, like I say, not earlier, but I called out the platforms that was attacked on Choke platform, and that was Prima Donna, Dana J, Sharon, Hollywood, Levi. But we still got Sky Zone, we got Senator Same Time in Reality, we got Georgia Girl, we got Brooke, we got myself, we got Fantasia. I don't know. If I'm missing another channel, don't charge it to my mind right now, because, you know, I'm just talking shit, rambling or whatever. But it's other platforms out there that are speaking up good for Kels and speaking in good of Kels. And I'm gonna tell you, see, right now, just like what everybody else going through, the next channel that gets big and get that notoriety, watch and see, they gonna come out to that channel next. They gonna come out to that channel next. Like, you know, Debo have his own way of doing things, but I go over there and listen because, like I say, I'm the type of person, I go around to all platforms and listen to try to see, you know, listen at what's being said. You know what I'm saying? Tor say, you would think those questions would have been asked to Con Hustle. People ask yourself why Con Hustle never did an interview without Dana on his platform. He got interviewed by everyone else. He wasn't gonna ever come do an interview with Dana, because Dana came out the gate exposing who he really was and what he was really about. Dana was exposing too much. He wasn't gonna come and talk to Dana. But at the same time, all you gotta do is go back and listen to every interview with Don Russell talking, and the dude is spilling the beans. And shout out to Hollywood next today. She played 4 hours of this nigga just snitching. 4 hours of this nigga just snitching. I mean, she played 4 hours of this nigga just telling everything. I mean, not just telling everything. A lot of the shit he was saying was alleged. A lot of the shit he's saying was lies. But guess what he saying? Oh, none of what I'm saying is alleged. But you weren't there. So if you wasn't in a particular place when these things were going on, how could you say that they are not alleged? The only way you can say something is a for sure thing is if you witnessed this yourself. Thanks. What's up, Kenya? Thank you. Hollywood today, man, she played 4 hours of this motherfucking dude done straight snitching. Snitching his ass off. I mean, she played 4 hours of this nigga sitting here. I mean, he was snitching, but he was lying. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst type of nigga in the world. A nigga that'll snitch and lie. That's a nigga that'll snitch and lie is a nigga that'll steal from you and help you look for your shit. Shirley Williams, I'm trying. Man, I'm telling y'all, a nigga that'll snitch and a nigga that'll lie and snitch on you is the same type of nigga that will steal your shit and help you look for it. If y'all think I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. That nigga sat on Hollywood. Hollywood played the recording of this nigga, 4 hours of recording of this nigga straight lying. It's snitching. Lying and snitching for 4 hours, man. And if a nigga a snitch and lie, he ain't no better than a nigga that'll steal your shit and help you look for it. Trust me. Trust me when I tell y'all that. Man, that nigga ain't no good, man. That nigga so motherfucking rotten. And then, if you go and listen to Hollywood Live today, then it exposes where the fuck the letter came from. If you go and listen to Hollywood Live today, it exposes where the letter came from. All of the narratives and everything is being exposed. She played 4 hours of this nigga talking, and everything he was talking about was said in this fucking letter. Say he buck dancing. Man, he doing something. But shit, hey, Choke know he done fucked up. And I'm gonna tell you, when a person know they done fucked up, because if he didn't know he had fucked up, he wouldn't be trying to turn Dana and Levi against each other. He wouldn't be trying to turn Dana and Levi against each other if he don't know he had fucked up. Choke know he done fucked up. Choke know he done took the bait. Miss T say he is dirty as they come. Everything is right in our faces. Exactly. And I've been saying this shit because I'm gonna tell you something. I heard him talking. I heard Don talking. I heard Don talking. Sorry about that. I heard Don talking, and something told me to just go back, replay what I heard, and just listen. So when I went back and I replayed what I heard, and I said, this dude is really sitting here telling you shit, but he's talking in a way. Like I tell you, he talk in a way to that nigga he'll convince you that the ocean is dry. Cause that's the way he talk. He's a fucking crook. That's how crooks talk. They talk so convincing to where they will make you believe that you fucking dead when you right there having a conversation with them. You feel me? That's the type of shit crooks do. That's the type of shit that crooks do. Man, what this dude did to Kels was fucking flat out wrong, man. This man got fucking indicted on some other type of shit. I wouldn't be surprised what he got indicted on. This dude had to get indicted on some other type of charges. And this man came and he went to the feds and became federal property of the Fed. He became state evidence. He became state evidence. And when he became state evidence, man, he started working to try to get Kels buried, man. That's why he was on the phone trying to make deals. That's why he was on that phone trying to make deals with those parents and doing certain shit, because we know for ourselves. We know for ourselves and we saw for ourselves that Kels didn't have shit to say to them parents. He didn't give a damn about what them parents had to say, what they had to do, none of that shit. Kels didn't care about none of that shit because he knew that the women were grown. So why do I have to deal with the parents if the women are grown? Kels knew that. Kels knew that women were grown, so why do I have to deal with the parents? But the fool Don Russell knew that they was investigating the case. They was investigating Kels about the situation that was going on. And what he do, he go and try to bribe the parents and try to make it seem like R. Kelly got him doing it. He bribing the parents, making it seem like R. Kelly got him doing it. I'm telling you, man, that dude's a dirty motherfucker, man. That shit, he's a scumbag, bro. He's a scumbag, man. That motherfucker, he need to be below the jail, beneath the jail, man. Cause what he did is dirty as fuck, man. You say the reason why these platform is criticizing shooting eye is because they're strong. Yes, that's why. And Don know that he's going down. And what Don is trying to do is they're trying to collect as much as they can. They're trying to collect as much money as they can to try to help Don out. So he can get him some fucking representation. Because when the shit first came out, how long did Don go with a public defender? This man had a public defender for 2 years. For 2 years, he had a public defender. He kept switching public defender. All of a sudden, he want to go to trial, so he want to go get a lawyer now. But so they was figuring out how to get some money so he can afford him a lawyer. We need to find out a way to get money so I can get a lawyer. So guess what they did? They used R. Kelly fucking followers to get money. Donating, sending. They was using R. Kelly followers to get money for Dunn to get him a lawyer. The shit make perfect sense, man. For 2 years he had a fucking public defender. All of a sudden now he hop out with him. He want to go get an attorney because they didn't raise enough money. They didn't raise enough money over there to get him a lawyer. The platform that's not bringing knives and criticism because of Dunn, the con hustle is the platform that's down with Dunn. Exactly. They protect Dunn. You hear them steady go around and say, oh, he's the muscle. Oh, we love you, Dunn. Thank you, Dunn. They done because Dunn did promise them something, because if Kels never get out, guess who benefit from it? He gonna steal every fucking thing and he gonna benefit from it. So he promising motherfuckers, he already showing people what he got. Oh, I got this, I got that, I hold this, I hold that. So if Kels possibly don't come home, guess who gonna fucking run away with his shit? Don gonna run away with the shit. That's why he mad that people bringing light to it. That's why he mad that people is making it known that he has this man merchandise. That's why he mad that people is calling him out about having the man's merchandise. That's what he mad about. But he can be mad, glad, sad, I don't give a damn. His ass getting got. His ass gonna get got. And Choke better hope that them people, Choke better hope them lawyers don't. Choke better hope that R. Kelly don't sue his ass for defamation of character. Cause what he done over there, and him call himself reading that shit, man, that's straight out defamation, man. That shit is embarrassing. That shit is degrading. That shit is not no motherfucking shit a person will want their fucking kids to sit around and listen to, man. He wrong for that shit. And even if a motherfucker tell me, man, I want my kids to tune in, I'm gonna go check the fuck out. If my brother was in that situation, call me and say, bro, I want you to read this letter. I go and proofread through the letter. I see this, that, and the third. He can talk about, man, make sure you have my kids on your platform so, you know what I'm saying, so they can tune in. I'm like, bro, look, you talking about eating pussy. You talking about having sex with mamas and daughters. That shit, I'm not finna do that. I can't do that, bro. I'm not finna do that, bro. So, Choke, if you had Kel's best interest at heart, if Kels asked you to read that goddamn letter, you should have checked the shit out of Kel. Hell no, Rob, bro. I ain't finna read this letter with your kids on my platform, man. You know you in this letter talking about sex and all this. Why I'm gonna bring your kids on my platform to hear about your sex life? That's what a person do when you got a person's best interest at heart. You check the fuck out of when they out of line. You call them out when they out of line. That's how I know Kels ain't gave this motherfucker no permission to read no goddamn letter. Ashley said, why haven't no one asked him in the events Kel doesn't come home what he's going to do with his stuff? I don't know, but we already know. He already said what he gonna do. He said he want to liquidate the shit. When he liquidated, that means he gonna get the money. That's what he already said. That shit already. He would have been liquidated that shit already. But see, he can't move how he want to move out here because Kel's got people out here that's speaking up for him, calling his ass out, you know, on his behalf. So he can't move like he want to move. Right, he is a joke and he's not for Rob, man. If y'all haven't already subscribed to the channel, man, I'm on the road to 700 subscribers, man. I'm almost there. I'm like 15 subscribers away. And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm here for the supporters. I represent for the supporters. I speak on behalf of the supporters because guess what? We have opinions too. And like I tell people, I'm not here to make nobody think like me. I'm just here to make you think for yourself. I'm going to call the shit out and have you think for yourself. I'm going to say shit that's going to make you question shit yourself. Because at the end of the day, all motives should be questioned. All motives should be questioned. And what Choke did last night, he tried to throw Dana in the bullshit that he started with Levi and go say, he just like old bitch ass nigga. Like if a motherfucker talk, well, he was talking about you too. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker come confront you about what you said about them, he'll come back and say, well, I wasn't the only one talking about you. Nigga, that ain't what the fuck I asked you. I asked you what the fuck you said. I don't want to hear about what the next person said. I'm just saying, bro, I wasn't the only one saying something about you. That type of shit this nigga did. Now man, Levi addressed you like a man. You should have addressed Levi back like a man. But instead, you want to throw Dana J in there. Come on, bro. Come on, man. What type of man does shit like that? At the end of the day, you a man. You say what you say and you mean what the fuck you say. And if a person confronts you about something you said, you stand on all 10 of your fucking toes and say, yeah, I said that. I did that. I said that. Why don't nobody ask him about them pictures he was showing, trying to prove him and Kel's close? Man, that nigga ain't close to no Kels, man. That dude, like motherfuckers say, like Levi said, he showing pictures and shit. Don't nobody fuck with him. If he fuck with many celebrities as he say he would, his YouTube would be 500,000 strong. It'll be 500,000 strong. But at the end of the day, it ain't about that. I just came on here for a minute. I'm gonna say this before I get in the area where my phone started tripping at. I just really came on here to say to everyone, as supporters, man, when we hear the bullshit, let's call it out, man. Let's not allow people to do more damage to Kel's reputation as they have already done. And I feel like as supporters, we know enough and we've heard enough to understand and know when we're hearing bullshit. So from me to all of the supporters on behalf of the supporters, when we hear bullshit, let's call it out, man. And if a motherfucker try to argue their point, let's prove they ass wrong with the facts. This is a platform for supporters. When I go live on my StreamYard, supporters can come on my platform and address anything that they see that is not right or they feel like is not accurate. This is a platform for supporters to come on. When I go live on my StreamYard, I always drop the chat. I always drop the link for people to come on my StreamYard. And you see something out here on these YouTube streets that you feel like that is not helping Kels, On my platform is where you can come on there and address it and speak as a supporter. This page is for supporters. It's my opinion, not yours. So you have this page to come on and speak your opinion if you choose to do so. And with that being said, it's your boy Big Vi. Y'all please help me by sharing me out, man. We trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but I'm doing it 100 at a time. So right now we on the road to 700. We on the road to 700. So if y'all can help me by sharing me out, referencing my videos, anything like that is greatly appreciated. And like I say, this channel right here is for the supporters. And as supporters, if we see shit, we gonna call it out. If we see something, we gonna call it out. And when I do my lives from my StreamYard, I continuously drop the link in the chat for people to come up. And if you see some shit that you have questions about, bring it to the platform and ask the question. And hopefully someone that's in the chat can help you understand or bring relevance to where, you know, what it is that you're asking about. You get what I'm saying? Hello, Sunshine Brown. I hate I got to get off of here right now, but I'm going through an area where my phone tends to lose service and whatnot, and I don't want y'all to be mad, say, oh, we can't hear you, we can't hear you. But I appreciate each and every one of you for coming over tonight. Remember, Late Night Talks with Big Vi the Teddy Bear, man. Late Night Talks with Big Vi the Teddy Bear, man. Tonight is going down. We having a real interesting conversation. I will put a community post up to tell y'all about the topic. I will put post up tonight to tell y'all about the topic. But it's going down tonight on Big Late Night Talks with the Teddy Bear, man. We will be having a conversation tonight. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for the support. And we can be heard if we do it together. If we do it together. With that being said, y'all have a blessed and peaceful, prosperous rest of y'all day. I enjoyed y'all being here. Until next time, it's your boy Big Vi Opinion, and I'm out of here.